Craig Brahaga, the Barbecue Ninja here at the 2025 Houston Livestock and Rodeo. And I'm here with my good friend, Cutter Brewer of the Brew Crew Cookers. And Cutter, man, a lot of people come to this event and they see the cooking, they see the parties, they see the bands and all that, but what they don't see is what really goes on and what this thing does as far as fundraising.
Sure.
So what's your involvement in the fundraising and what goes on there?
Yeah, so as far as the barbecue is concerned, all the proceeds from this cook, so all the team entries, all the beer sales, everything out, goes to scholarships for the youth of Texas.
Right.
So that's the mission of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, is to promote agriculture, livestock, Western heritage, and support the youth of Texas. So everything you see here, the bigger picture is to support the youth of Texas through scholarships and and helping out the community and giving back to the community.
Right. And you're on a committee.
I'm on 3 committees,
Three
actually.
committees.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us a little bit how that works and what you do.
Sure. So the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is a complete volunteer organization. I mean, everybody from the guy who picks up trash to the president, CEO, everybody's a volunteer. And so you come in, you find something you like, and a lot of times it deals like whatever you do in your real day, normal life, you kind of go that direction.
Yeah.
For me, I got introduced through a friend of mine when I moved to Houston, and he was the past chairman of the swine auction committee. And the swine auction committee we raise the money that is actually going to be used to purchase the pigs at the sale.
Right.
So the kids show their pigs, and they get placed and then they have an auction. And the kids get that money for a scholarship.
Awesome.
So that's one committee. I'm also on the Armed Forces Committee. I'm a veteran, so I found something close to my heart to give back. So I'm the chief cook for Armed Forces Day. I run all the barbecue we feed over 5,000 troops. We bust them and their families, and veterans from all over, kind of the Southeast Texas area, Houston market. We come in, we have a whole day, and we feed them a barbecue dinner with them and their family. And then I'm also on the Youth Horse Committee. So I help, it's a newer committee I'm on, but we have kids who participate in rodeo events, but they're all, not professional, just 16 years and younger, and they have different events. And so I got on that committee this year. So I'm on 3 committees, so I'm out here a lot.
Yeah.
So between cook-off and the committee, I think past 3 years, I've only missed 3 days of 60-something days.
Oh, wow. Well, certainly appreciate, volunteering your time and of course, being a veteran. We, here at Royal Oak, we really appreciate that. And I know when you do cook for those troops, you use Royal Oak. So that's always awesome. But man, I heard some figures of the amount of money. Kind of tell us how much is raised to go into these scholarships.
Yeah, so the rodeo started in 1932. It was the Houston Stock Show. And since 1932, I think we've raised over something like $630 million.
Oh.
And we do a commitment every year of around 25 to 28 million committed to go to scholarships each year. So that's a lot of money. And then it also, what the rodeo provides is just the economic impact to Houston, for jobs and restaurants and hotels and the impact. So, that number is astronomical. I'm sure that's in the billions,
It probably is. When I first started coming here, I didn't realize that fundraising part of all this. I just came and I was like, man, this is a cool cook and all this. And then they were like, oh, this just starts everything. So tell us a little bit more about Rodeo Month, I guess it is, and how it goes.
So Rodeo Month, everybody thinks the rodeo starts next week. The rodeo's actually been starting. We've been full gear since probably September, October, and meetings and different fundraising events. And during this week of cook-off, you have a lot of people cooking off. There's also about 6 or 7 trail rides that start, in other towns, and they trail ride all the way to Houston, and they end up getting here on Sunday for the main parade that happens on Sunday. But we're always here at cook-off, so we don't get to do the trail ride.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff going on. So that's the kickoff, right? The rodeo parade, the cook-off, the rodeo parade is kind of the unofficial cook-off, official cook-off. And then we pack up on Sunday and Monday, turn it all around, get the stadium ready, and we start for 22 days, every single day, with different events. You'll have a rodeo in this arena for amateurs, then you have the main rodeo for the professionals in here. You have a concert every night with somebody famous. We have everything from rock, rap, to country, to boy band, everything. We have something for everybody.
Yeah,
the rodeo is an inclusive spirit. We want everybody from every race, religion, creed, belief, everybody to feel included here at the rodeo and understand. But the main goal is to also promote that Western heritage and what Texas holds in our dear is the cowboy way of life and things like that. But it's 22 days and it is nonstop 24/7 around here. But it's a fantastic event. We look forward. I mean, we dedicate. I mean, my kids have spring break during this time. We spend our spring break at the Houston Rodeo.
Right.
So
this is this is what you do.
This is what I do.
This is what you do.
Yeah.
You know, and if anybody asks me, hey, what do you know about Cutter Brewer? Houston Livestock Rodeo.
That's right.
What he does.
That's it.
Well, I can tell you, man, we appreciate you having Royal Oak at Brew Crew Cookers, and we appreciate what you do as far as raising money for the scholarships, because that being volunteer time is your time, and that's time that you can never get back, but that's time you give, and that's more valuable than anything.
Yeah, and we appreciate, like I said, we appreciate Royal Oak and everything y'all have done for us.